Oh, hey there, Nina. Hi. Yes, I'm tired, if you're wondering. I'm just still trying to recuperate from that massive drive to come home. The hubby's one of these kind of people that he wanted to get in the car and go. Didn't want to stop somewhere else, didn't want to stay in an apartment somewhere or a hotel. So literally we left at 8 o'clock in the morning. When we got up there, we got packed up, we set on our way. We stopped around 10, 11 o'clock. We stopped again around 1 and 2 o'clock. He just kept going, and we got home at midnight. Like, we literally had been in the car and on the road 16 hours or more. It was the most tiring, harrowing, crazy thing. Anyway, everybody, the format's different. It looks like a short. No, I selected live. Selected live, so they must have changed something with it all. When I first turned this on, it said short, and then I swooped it across and said live. So yeah, I can see what you're talking about. There's 3 things on the side there. There's a microphone, there's something else. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, behind me? Yeah, that's in this indoor-outdoor area. They put that up, I don't know how long ago. I'm normally sitting up the other end, but there's a big ladder there at the moment. So, yeah, I normally sit underneath the thing, so in case the rain starts or if it gets too hot with the roof being open. All right, so the payments are coming in hard and fast here, so let me have a look. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to take on 3 or 4 payments, and then we're just going to put a pause. So we're just going to put a pause on everything. Sorry to all of those people. There were people, I actually had Kadeen, JD, that comes online. I actually had a phone call from her while I was away, and I'm like, what's this phone call? You know, like coming in from a YouTuber, a YouTube person. So anyway, yeah, I was away. For those of you that didn't know, I took off, we went away. What's happening here, Richard? Richard, this is Butterfly Whispers Psychic Channel. So basically I've got tarots and the poker deck, and yeah, people pay me through PayPal, and we do mini readings and detailed readings. There's a lot of information, or should be, underneath the screen in the detailed section here, or click on my channel, go and have a look. But anyway, that's what's happening here. I'm just going to open up PayPal and see who paid first. Yeah, so I'm still a bit foggy with everything, and I found out just before I went away that I have low iron stores, so that would explain why I've been getting very exhausted. So I've got to take dreaded iron tablets. Okay, so the first payment was from Nun, which is, who is Nun? It's about Fernando. Nun, is that Alyssa, or I think it's Alyssa. Yeah, I'm back, Bethel. I'm back from well, it was a snooker event. Most of what we went away for was the snooker event, and then we stayed one night in a go-between place, and then we stayed 3 nights in a resort. So I've had a 3-day holiday, but it took 12 days to do it all. Okay, so the first payment is from Nun, which I think is Alyssa. Is it Alyssa? Just, we're putting a pause on the readings because we have, I think it's Alyssa with a detailed reading. I just need to find a pen. Okay, I took this from the resort. So we've got Alyssa with a detailed reading. Then we have Cece. Cecilia with a detailed two minis, 2 times mini. Then we have Maurice with a detailed reading. Welcome back, Maurice. Detailed reading. And then we have James with double mini. Okay, we have more than enough readings at the moment. I need time to do these readings and catch up. 2 times for James mini. And somebody else just paid again. Rocky with a mini. Can people just slow up a little bit, because I am in this room where they come in for lunch and I may have to move, and I don't know whether I can get down in that other area. Bethel as well. Okay, now Bethel with a detailed read. All right, so that's it for now. We'll just put a massive pause on the readings at the moment, and let's get started with Alyssa. I'm pretty sure it's Alyssa, is it? Is it Alyssa that's asking about Fernando? I just want to confirm who that is. The vibes between Fernando and you. Let me just quickly check email. Alyssa, okay, full reading. Thank you for doing that, Alyssa, because I can't read the what you're asking me. Donations are on pause, yes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 readings ahead at the moment, and I haven't started yet, so just let me get on track. Okay, so Alyssa, you're up first. You sent a donation, $12. Spent the 90. Okay, so you asked if he ever wanted you like to be a girlfriend, or he wants a girlfriend, and he's just sort of saying it's complicated, work and money. Then you asked whether you should just go and find a boyfriend, somebody else, and he's just sort of like, and if that's what makes you happy. Well, he didn't say, no, I want to be with you, so he's not trying to keep you with him, and he's not saying don't go with somebody else. So, okay, so let's see the energy between you and him and where things are going. Okay, so this is a detailed read for Alyssa. We're not doing star signs, Nina, so no need for people to say star signs and that. I won't have time for all of that. All right, I've put my stopwatch on my face of my phone, which I didn't realise I could do until recently. Here we go, Alyssa, with a detailed reading. Good luck. Show me the energy between Fernando and Alyssa. What's going to happen between the two of them? What's going to happen between the two of them? If any of you that have paid need to go somewhere or whatever, and you're happy to have a recorded reading later on if I have to step over, if you're not here, please send me an email with a question like Alyssa did. Show me what's going to eventuate between Fernando and Alyssa. What is the energy there coming from Fernando? What will happen in the near future for the two of them? Okay, here we go. I'm putting his name down first, just to look at his energy. Okay, now he wasn't lying about the money and the work. It looks like he's got a lot of overload going on here with this. This is responsibilities and plans and future. There is something to do with family matters as well. I don't know if it's his sister, his mother. I don't know if there's some ex in the picture or whether he's got kids, but there's some kind of strong energy here to do with a child, possibly. It could be a baby brother, or it could be actually his son if he has a child. But Alyssa, he's wanting something. He's wanting something done and completed. He's not seeing the road through. He does, his energy towards you is sexual, fun, family, friendship, happiness. You make him happy. There is love there, there is this strength there, but he's showing a friendship only or a sexual kind of connection only. The reading actually looks like somebody who, normally this would be about somebody who's had a pregnancy that didn't happen, then a pregnancy that happened, then a pregnancy that didn't happen. It's sort of like fears or worries about being a father and having a baby and all of this sort of stuff. It's sort of like on and off. He starts off with 2 black cards, he goes into red cards, he goes into another black card, and then he goes into red cards. This is you on the end here. It's like he wants you on and he wants you off. So he wants you when he wants you, but he's not expecting that you're going to sit around. But then when it comes to where if you cut him out, this would be you saying, I'm done, I'm finished, I'm moving on, I'm looking for somebody else, he'll come back into the picture again. And I think that's what he's been doing anyway. From these readings that we've been doing, it's where you've thought, this is not working, I need to move on, need to look for somebody else, and then he turns up again. And that's what I'm seeing literally in front of me. It's going to be more of the same, unfortunately, Alyssa. It's just going to go on like this whilst you allow it to go on like this. So if you decide that having these little interludes with him, which makes you feel good and happy, you've stipulated to him that should you go and look for a boyfriend because you're lonely, you want somebody in your life, you want to share times with somebody, and he's just like, well, if that's what's going to make you happy. It's like he's letting you know that if you want to hook up with him and have sex with him and spend a weekend with him and that's going to be enough for you, that he's in for that. But if you feel that you want somebody that's by your side, that you wake up with this person, you make plans with this person, he's not that person. So let's just see where things are going with the two of you. Think about your 2 questions for the end of this reading when we get there, Alyssa, like 2 questions in your mind. This is not looking very nice. This is you getting very stressed, almost angry, pissed off about this whole thing as well. That, you know, like you finally put that question forward. Is he looking to have a girlfriend? Does he want a girlfriend? And coming back with this complicated and money and it's not that complicated. You know, people get together all the time. And they get together because they want to be with each other and they have jobs and they have debts and they have bills. I'm thinking this is you getting pissed off with this energy. This is him here and this is you're wanting a solid plan. So it's sitting in the problem area. The problem area is not talking about what it is that you actually want and not making a firm decision here, and also getting this anger energy, this frustrated energy with this person, because you're connected to this person, you feel love for this person, he feels love for you. But then when you want it to be something, it's just not there. So sitting in your challenge area is having a commitment, having something. There is Mr. Right out there. There is some mysterious guy out there. I do think where this thing's going initially is breakup zone. This is telling me the commitment's just not there. So this is where you're leading into. The commitment's just not there, Alyssa. But there is something with somebody. This is a soulmate connection right here. This is enjoyment, socializing, getting out there, meeting other people, getting online, talking to people, seeing what's out there, seeing what's available. You yourself need to force the change. So for him to be your partner, it's very forced, kind of changed energy for him. It's not something where he's even directed and looking at. For you to go out looking for somebody else, it's a forced change for you. Same kind of energy, different kind of story. You're wanting him full-time, he's wanting you part-time. You're wanting to have somebody, but you want that somebody to be him. So yeah, the outcome is not looking very great in regards to you and where you're going with him. There's more conversations, there's more frustration, there's more almost like a jealousy thing, like, you know, if he's hanging around you from time to time and you're a friend but he doesn't want a girlfriend, does that mean that he's hanging around somebody else in the same fashion? Has he got another Alyssa out there that he meets up with once a month and tells her the same thing, he doesn't want it? I'm not seeing any cheating, so don't get me wrong here. I'm not seeing that he's cheating or he's running off with somebody else, but there's nothing to stop him doing that, or you for that matter, because you're not solid together. There will be more communicating, more coming back together again, trying to have this sort of thing, but then there's a forced situation where the roads are not meeting together. They're going like this all the time. You come together and then it goes like that, and you come together and then it goes like that. So let's see what the tarots have to say here, Alyssa. I took all of this stuff with me. My plan was to get online and everything, and I was just so damn tired the whole time. And now at least I know why I've been so tired. All right, Alyssa, this is the final part of the reading. So I need you to think about your 2 questions. We're going to do your 2 questions with this tarot. We're just going to do top and bottom. Where are things going to go for, let me just check, they're all upside down, are they? Some of them are, some of them aren't. Okay, where are things going to go? Wow, did you see that? Okay, we need to read what flipped here. Where are things going to go? Card in my hand that flipped is Death card. We got him ruling the roost here, being the Emperor, saying this is how it is, like it or lump it. These cards we need to read for you. This went forward and this went behind me. So I'm going to take this as forward movement. Forward movement is holding on to it, holding on to this thing, just not letting it go. Behind me of letting go is detachment, letting go of the emotions in this. Take the emotions out of it and look at it. Is this good for you? Is this making you happy? Is this going to lead you to where you want to be? Probably not. You want your wishes to come true. You need something to happen, something to come true. So it's a quick shuffle, top and bottom. Top and bottom, where's things going? Invitations, up and down, single energy. You do have 2 knights here. One of them would be Fernando and one of them would be another character. Somebody does want to take you on a love journey. Somebody does want to take you forward and get you out of the single zone, out of this limbo where you are. Bottom of the deck, your wishes. Careful what you wish for here. Careful what you're manifesting. What is it you really want, and can you have what you want? Face the argument, don't run away from it, have your battle, and start being you. You're being a half version of yourself, Alyssa. All right, Alyssa, I just seen a $2 from Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, we've actually got things on hold at the moment. Just trying to catch up because I've been away for the last 2 weeks and everybody's getting online. I will be getting online over the next coming days, so please, if you want to wait till tomorrow or the next day, please do so. All right. 2 questions in your mind, please, Alyssa. Just think about 2 questions and that's the end of the reading. Up next we have CC. Cecilia, can we please have your question on the screen? Thank you. Cecilia's up next and then Maurice is after that. First question, we have a yes, maybe and a yes. So it's a maybe yes situation, whatever you're thinking about. Second question, we have a choice to be made, decisions to be made. You've got a maybe, yes. Both questions are maybe it will happen, maybe it won't happen. Your final messages are, you're attractive, you're mature, you know what you want, you're charismatic, you're attracting lots of people, but you've got blinders on at the moment. You're looking at one thing that you can't have instead of what can I have. Be your own self. Be careful what you're wishing for in regards to love and union and partnership. You're more likely to be going through breakups and things at this time and walking away from something because something's just not stable for you. The other thing I'm seeing here is you will have control over the situation and you will have the ability to move forward and be strong. You may be coming into contact with somebody that's a Cancer star sign in the very near future, male or female. That's going to help you through. Your last messages are you need patience at this time. You need to take one day at a time. Nothing has to happen overnight, and just take your time here. There is this fear that you're holding on to. You want to make a choice, you want to make a decision, but you've got a fear inside of yourself. And the other thing is transformation is happening whether you like it or not. Things are going to change. There are some setbacks and delays to your progress at this time. All right, have we got a question for Cecilia? CC Moon, we're doing 2 mini questions here. I am on my 3rd week in my new job role. The prior person left me a mess. I'm organising a lot of financial stuff. Will I succeed in this role? Yes, you will. You tell yourself you'll succeed. I remember I got a job, and when I got there, the interview was, oh, hi, what's your name? Here's the bank account. Here's access to the bank account. Here's the stack of what's left here. Can you please get this all in order? And I was just like, what the hell? And then I told them that this requires, you know, this is entering the data to get it up to scratch. So I was getting 3 times the hourly rate to get it up to scratch, and then I got the normal pay. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I was just daunted. I just walked in and thought, what the hell? Hang on a minute, Cecilia. Oh, I've started that again. I did the wrong thing there. I started the thing again. I'm thinking, why is that still going? I turned it off before. All right, so this is a mini. How will Cecilia go in her new job role? She has a daunting task ahead of her. How will Cecilia go in her new job role? Will she succeed? I think you will. I think you're more than capable, and that's why they employed you. It's showing the workload. It will pay out in the end. This is something you're going to be very passionate about, very strong-willed. You're somebody who can't put something down. So they know that you will dedicate yourself to making the change. There's a lot of force behind all of this, a lot of pressure going on. So try and take some breaks, and when you need some space or you need some assistance with something, make sure you're asking and communicating, because I am seeing where you might think that you have to do everything yourself, where you could go to the boss or whoever and talk about getting a bit of assistance with particular things so that you can get something else done. The workload is quite heavy duty, but it's dropping down by about 20% in about a week's time. So you will get a portion of things done, and then it's slow and steady progress. So you're starting to step up the ladder as time proceeds. There's a bit of confusion coming your way with the job itself. So there is going to be something that you're not too understanding of what you're meant to do in the role. So let's just see this. Beautiful. There is somebody wanting to help you here. We've got like what the symbols normally is like a married couple. So I'm thinking it's the business owners or the sequence of what you're working in. There is a lot of help and understanding going on here, a lot of happy people around you, a lot of good energy, good feeling coming through in this job. You will be moving on the journey that you planned. So if you had some plans through this job that you're going to be moving where you live, or you're going to be moving and going on a holiday, or whatever it is, all your plans are going to start to be realised. You're just going to start to see things for what they are. This is like a marriage coming up. This is like where you're marrying yourself to the job, to the task ahead. There is something you need to let go of here. It may be something where you trained in a particular way and you've got to get used to a new style. Down at the bottom of the deck, something you might not know of, there is a bonus coming up for you. There's either a quick promotion kind of thing going on, or there is some kind of bonus payment coming your way. There's some kind of opportunity coming. There's also maybe a different job in the near future, even though you've just started this. There may be something that you don't even know about yet. There's a nice surprise, put it that way. So that's looking really, really good. Okay, so let's just do the tarots, because this is mini. Just 3 from the top, and I want you to think of one question in your mind, CC, before we move on to the second one. Welcome SWH. A couple of newbies on the channel today, so welcome to those people. Okay. I'm not sure what the format is with YouTube. They must have changed something while I've been away, because I'm not used to that thing on the side there. Alright, CC, your new job role. Let's see what else we get here. We're just going to take 3 cards from here, and then we're going to do a question from over there. Just think about a yes or no. Okay, your final messages are the invitation for success. A lot of hard work ahead. Just try and do it one day at a time. Don't overload yourself. I mean, you've been told you walked into this job, you've been left with a mess. Do what you can do. Don't overwork yourself. Just do what you can do. Take your breaks. Make sure you're talking to people. I feel like you're trying to load everything onto yourself instead of spreading it out a little bit. Be careful of somebody trying to manipulate you into saying yes to something when you want to say no. If you want to say no to something, say no. Okay? I just feel like somebody may try to manipulate you into something that you just can't take on at this time. But yeah, always remember to go back to the boss or whoever the supervisor is and have conversations if something doesn't feel right. Yeah. All right, so now your question, and then we'll look at your second question, second reading. Can we have the second? Oh, we got the second question there, thank you. All right, so this is just a question in your mind. Let's see what we get. You've got maybe, maybe, maybe. 3 maybes here, so I can't answer yes or no. The first card out was yes, but it's in reverse, so I'm taking that as a maybe. You've got feeling insecure within yourself, feeling a bit uncomfortable at the moment, and not feeling too happy at the moment as well. But you will start on your new beginning. There's just a delay to getting there. Everybody goes through this kind of nervous energy, stressful energy when they're coming into a new job, but it's made much, much worse if you've been left with a mess to sort out. But you will be going on your new journey. Stick to your commitment too, and to what you believe in. Don't be forced into something that's not, like if somebody started talking about their political beliefs or whatever and it's not your belief, make sure that you stipulate that's fine for you, but this is fine for me. This is what I do. Okay? Alright, so that's your first one. Up next we have Maurice. You'll be after this next mini reading. So we've done 1 there. Okay, so your second question is, thank you Nina, you're on the ball, my trusted moderator. Will Andy's heart open up more this year? He's starting to say sweet things like, I miss you. I'm thinking, oh, that's sweet. I hope he was good to you on Valentine's Day. I've got a story about Valentine's Day with my husband. Oh my God. Anyway, it was so funny. All right, here we go. Cecilia wants to know, will Andy start to open up more this year? Oh, look what dropped out. Soulmate, love, you and Andy, these dropped out. This is used to sharing love conversations. We got something to do with a business connection here that dropped out as well. A new opportunity. It could be that you've just started the job that just dropped out there. Yeah, Maurice, so you're up next, so please give Nina your question, thank you. And then after Maurice's detailed reading, James will be up next with his double mini. So we're working our way through. When we get down to Bethel, when I'm up to doing Rockies and we get to Bethel, we'll open up, depending on the timing and whether people come in here for lunch, because I'm going to have to move from here. All right, here we go. Andy and Cecilia. Andy's very scared. It's like somebody with lack of confidence I'm looking at here. Worried about what other people think or say or what happened before, or like if he said something about being with you and doing things with you that you might say no, so he sort of just backs off a little bit. He's a guy's guy, if you know what I mean there. It's sort of like somebody that him and the boys going fishing, or him and the boys going to the races, or at work, a lot of movement and frustration with work and stuff. It's literally showing me somebody that's trying to get into a new job or something. Now, there is another way of looking at this, Cecilia, and I don't like it because it can mean somebody that's a bit of a jealous person. And if where your new job is, you're working with a lot of males, he may be a bit jealous about what you're doing when you're at work, or why this person's waving at you, and that. It can be read like that this person gets jealous. This is your reading, so it can be where you get a bit jealous about who he spends time with or where he's at. But let's just see what else we get about Andy and where things are going with yous too. This is only a mini reading, so we're not sort of looking too far forward into the future here. That would be more something like a detailed one-on-one kind of reading to look really far forward. There is a love thing there, but there is this... I'm getting a message in my head, it's not who he is. It's not how he is. So he might be one of these kind of, when I said a man's man, a guy's guy, oh, that's weak to show the emotions or something. It may be the way he grew up, because I got like mother and father sitting here and they're quite strong and cold and whatever. I just don't think he's learnt to explore letting those kind of feelings out. There's socialising, there's talking, there's doing some different things, but I feel that you're going to sometimes feel a hot and cold energy from this guy. And get ready with your question. We've got the buzzer going already. Bottom of the deck, it's on and it's off. So is he going to open up? From time to time, there will be little glimpses of something. I'd suggest talking about things he's interested in to try and get interested in what he's interested in. So let's say he loves going spearfishing. Find out as much as you can about what he likes doing, and so that you can go have a conversation with him about that. But yeah, I'm not seeing lovey-dovey cards, put it that way. All right, let's see we'll do 3 from the top, just final messages on Andy and where things are going with him. And bottom of the deck will be your question to finish off. Okay, so that's CC. Up next is Maurice. Okay, CC. Your question is? Yes, yes, yes. So whatever that question was that you had in your mind, it's really nice. You got triumph, victory, you got people supporting you and things bringing you to the top of your game. There's a lot of talking going on. You may be traveling, you may be hopping in a plane or a train, you may be going somewhere. There's messages of love coming through. I didn't see it in the main reading, but there is messages of love, glimpses of things coming through. We got pleasures coming towards you, socializing, get-togethers and everything. Okay, so that's your final messages. You also, I've done 2 questions, so you got 2 questions. That will be the question you had in your mind. This will be another question. So you're getting 2 questions because I wasn't supposed to read that as a question. Okay, so your second question, we've got no, yes and maybe. So this is a maybe. Sometimes you're going to need to take a break and step away from things. I think this is to do with work. The other message you got here is don't become insecure about things. You know, work with what you can and try and find out what it is that makes you happy to move forward. You're about to travel. I'm getting more about adventure and travel coming up. So it might even be a short trip. All right. All right, so what's going on here? Welcome to the room. Who have we got there? We got Lee. Yeah, somebody was asking why I don't read when I'm at home. When I'm at home, me and my hubby, we do things and we go places and we lounge around. And so while he's doing his practice, I do work. So I come with him here and I enjoy this. I enjoy being here and out and about. Where I'm reading from here at the moment, the people come in to have their lunch in about half an hour time, so I better get a move on because I've got more than half an hour worth of readings there. And there's a lot of people that come to my channel that I do recorded readings and send them to them, and if I have to, I'll go into the room next to me and I'll record readings and send them to them. But I can see down the other end of the club that it's still vacant, so I could, if I see people, if they start to come in here, I'll just literally pause this or turn it off and I'll go online down the other end of the club. But yeah, since he retired, when he was at work, I used to work from home and he was at work. And since he retired, he likes to come here and do his thing. If he does his practice thing when we're at home, if he has somebody come over to practice and he's done that randomly, I will go online from home, you know. But we spend every waking moment with each other, basically. A lot of people would think that we just met each other or something, the way we're like that all the time. But, you know, it's our 40th wedding anniversary on Sunday. So, and we do everything together. All right, Maurice, you're up next. I'm just quickly going to have a drink. What do the cards see for you in the current job and the financial? Now, Maurice, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you work for the New York rail system? Is that you? Lee, yeah, I have had people, a lot of the workers have said, a lot of the workers actually don't like readings, they're scared of the readings, but I have had people that have come in for their lunch or come in to have a coffee and they'll say, oh, what are you doing in there? And I'll say readings and they'll take my phone number and then they book a private session with me. It hasn't happened very much. But pretty much all the managers that work here, they know that I'm online. And I won 2 prizes at Christmas time. They had a Christmas draw thing and they didn't ring me because they knew that I was live on YouTube, that I was on my phone. So when I'd finished and I was going out of the club, they said, oh, we didn't ring you, but you won a prize. And I went, oh, okay, cool, you know, so yeah, everybody in here now knows me. I've been doing this for, I think this is 2 years now. I've been coming here on a regular basis and streaming from the club. Anyway, let's get on to Maurice because I've got a lot of people. So, Maurice, United States, Postal Service government job. Okay, there's somebody else that comes on here that works for the New York rail system, railway. I don't know who that is now. What did the card see for me in the current job so you're a mailman, United States mailman. Very good. I'll tell you a quick story. There was a guy that was a postal man, and my daughter, when she was still at home, he was delivering packages for her. He seemed like a decent guy. He ended up renting the place next door. He delivered a thing to them, they got evicted, and he said to me, do I know the owner, can he get the place? He turned out to be the biggest nightmare for the whole street, for the neighbours on each side and the back and across the road. He just, oh my God, and he ended up being evicted. And I thought that he worked for the government, he worked for the postal system, he seemed like a very genuine, perfect person. The first 6 months he lived there, he was amazing. He was quiet, there was nothing, and then everything just went haywire, and it was scary. It was really bad. So Rocky, if you're listening, when you talk about the bad neighbours and stuff, I understand where you're coming from. It was just hell on earth for at least 6 months before he got evicted. But anyway, that's a totally different story. Nothing to do with you, Maurice. I'm sure you're a wonderful person. Okay, so we want to look at your job, and this is a detailed reading. Up next will be James with his first mini. And at the moment, apart from workers coming in and out of here to climb up this ladder, there's nothing really going on at the moment. So I'm assuming that in the next half hour something's going to be happening. Right, here we go, Maurice. Now what I'm going to do, this is my new method I've been doing for everybody now. I'm putting your name down. I used to do names all the time. So I'm putting the letters of your name down, Maurice, and then we're looking at challenges or problems, where you might be going and outcomes, okay, with the poker deck. Show me Maurice in his postal job, how things are going for him. After this one, before we do James's first mini, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue's got a $2 quick question, yes and no. Can we have that on the screen, please, Nina? Thank you. Maurice. Okay, Maurice, M-A-U-R-I-C-E, and then we'll do the 555. Where's this job going? Are you getting a promotion or a new opportunity? Okay, it's showing me you working side by side with somebody very, very solid with this female person here. There's talk with her. She may be your boss or supervisor or something like that. There's some talk of the changes you'd like to see within your position. Maybe you're fighting for better pay or better hours, or you want to start you're a postman, so you want to deliver to a different area, or maybe she wants you to do that. There's a bit of controversy with that. The plan on paper, the discussion, it all looks really good, but there's something negative here, putting like a full stop there, like something's challenging this decision to make a change. Being that it is a government job, it could be new government rules coming in about the postal service, or it could be all sorts of things. But there's something here, it's like a roadblock, and then you find a new way. Once you find the new way, things start to go smooth, you're seeing things progressing forward. There may be something you're asked to do, or there may be I don't know if you call them clients, if you have to go and deliver something regularly to a particular client. There may be something wrong there. So be careful around the rules and regulations around a particular thing. An example would be, let's say that once a week there is a particular business that you have to deliver whatever to. There may be something asked of you that is out of the rules and regulations of what you're allowed to do. Like over here, they used to let the postal deliverers, if you weren't at home, they used to let them go put it at the side of the house, or even go around the back of the house. I had a postal delivery that used to put stuff at the back of my house. They've stopped all of that. They've made a big ruling against all of that. So yeah, just be careful if you're asked to do something that is against the rules, basically. But there is some changes coming that you can see a change. You can see something that would suit you, but be prepared for a delay or a roadblock, possibly because of a government official kind of thing. Now down here, your challenges are not many. The challenges are actually just something annoying here. Something that was supposed to change, it didn't happen, or there's some kind of roadblock thing again. But there is something returning to the past here. So maybe somebody you used to work with is coming back, somebody you used to be friends with. There's something nice happening and coming up for you. There is a bonus of some kind, but any bonuses or any kind of money that might be extra coming in, it's looking like it's going straight out the door for you. Like your bills are higher than what's sort of coming in at the moment. There's something to do with study here, and possibility of you working the postal job but getting some other kind of thing off the ground to make more money. That's going to be a bit of a challenge for you if that's something you're trying to do at the moment. Be wary of somebody offering something that's too good to be true here. There's also something coming to complete end very, very soon. There may be some shocking news coming in to do with a family member or a connection that you have through work. There's some kind of shock there, but that shock, although it's something quite negative, it works out in your favour. So let's say you've always worked in Mayfield and you want to work in Central Zone. I'm just giving weird names. John does Central Zone and something happens to John. And then they come to you and say, you now can do Central Zone. So through some tragedy, disaster, something, you win. You get what it was you were wanting through somebody else's something that happens. And it can again be something official, some government rule or some stipulation that this person doesn't tick all the boxes but you do, and you step in there. Your outcome cards are amazing. Your outcome cards are showing a journey, learning something new, a surprise invitation is coming up. a surprise change is coming up, a lot more balance going on. At the end of the day, instead of going home and going, oh God, you know, when's my next break, or this is where you go home and you're wanting to go to work, you're wanting to turn up, you're wanting to do things. There's something to do with female energy around you. I always see this. I always see some kind of loving, supporting female energy. It can be a mother, a sister, it can be a woman that you're involved with. I'm seeing the two kings looking at each other, and one of the kings is you. So the two kings are looking and discussing a project, a plan, and learning something. Is there any chance that you would be given somebody that you have to teach? Because I'm picking up on a teaching kind of thing. So it's either you going to school and learning something, or it's somebody you're actually passing on some kind of valuable lesson. Okay, we better get onto these quickly. And I want you to think of 2 questions, Maurice, to finish off the reading. So this is just 333. Show me Maurice and his job. Look at this. Working together and the sun coming out just dropped on the table. So there's something new coming up, a new project, a new adventure, something that's going to be beneficial to you, and something that's going to slowly grow and move forward. If you get the promotion, you'll be teaching. Okay, well, it's looking like there's a roadblock to you getting there, but your outcome was showing me you getting there, and that just dropped out. And if you look at this card, you see the person is painting the tree and the other person is observing. The other 2 people are observing, literally like somebody teaching somebody and showing the map, the roadway. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Be careful what you wish for. You've got wishes that could come true, but just be careful for what you're wishing for at the moment. There is possible world travel coming up, or communication going on, world kind of communication. You need to just do one thing at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day, so you need to just take one day at a time, one issue at a time, and move forward. Be careful about going against the rules. I just feel somebody's going to offer you something that you shouldn't do. Okay, so just be careful with all of that. Trust in your own gut, your own feeling on things, and obey the rules of whatever that is. And your outcomes are showing letting go of the stress and that, finally getting past something. Don't be a pushover. Don't let somebody try and push you around, and then the hard work and effort's finally paying off. All right, let's do your 2 questions. Then we're quickly going to look at Peggy Sue's yes and no that she paid for, and then we're on to James with his first question, his mini question. So just think of 2 questions in your mind. Maurice. So can everybody see those things on the side of my video? I don't know what they are. One of them's 2 arrows, then there's a little thing that normally looks like photographs or something, then there's a microphone, and then there's a video like that. I don't know what they are. I mean, I didn't click on shorts. Shorts came up first. I switched to live, so I don't know what that is. And it can't be a short. Maybe I can make a short out of part of the video or something. Not that I would want to. All right, Maurice, yes or no? 2 questions. Here we go. First question, maybe, yes, and yes. So that's a maybe yes, or in time, a yes. Second question, we got yes, yes, yes. You got 6 yeses on the table here. So your final messages for your reading today. You're getting a bit insecure about things sometimes, financial things. And sometimes you desire things, but then you sort of chuck things about. Be careful of unwise investments or unwise decisions. I keep getting warnings through your reading today, so just be careful. If something is too good to be true, or someone says, give me $500, I'll put it here, and you'll have $2,000 in 2 months, too good to be true. Okay, so just be careful of all of that. Your other message is a windfall is on its way. There's advancement and success in your work. The family home being very happy. Prosperity is on its way. And there's long-term family and financial commitments on their way to you. You're going to be very, very happy here. You've got abundance here. There is a wedding possibly coming up in the family as well, so you may be traveling to celebrate and participate in something. It might be an anniversary, or it might be an actual reunion of some kind, but there's something nice coming your way. Success and victory again. And then we got abundance and celebration. All your cards are all very, very positive for your questions. Alrighty, up next we have Peggy Sue. This was a $2, wasn't it? Will the Virgo and I have a long-term commitment in the future? This is a $2 super chat. Okay, will the Virgo and yourself have a long-term commitment in the future? Oh, this is not a timed reading. Okay, so we will just use these. So Peggy Sue, you said your real name is Suzanne, I think? Is it Suzanne? You said it started with S, it was Suzanne, I think. And I think you're a Gemini, if I'm correct. Anyway, it's long distance and the gap cannot be closed for a year at least. Well, Peggy Sue, so yeah, your real name starts with S. I'm pretty sure you said it was Suzanne ages ago. You're a Cancer. Okay. Well, Peggy Sue, the Cancer, okay. Or Suzanne, the Cancer, will she ever have a, what was it you said? Will the Virgo and Peggy Sue have a long term? Hey Nina, can you do that, send me that photo thing that you were going to send me? You know what I'm talking about? Just while we're on this thing here, can you just send me the photo thing that you were going to send me, please? Just send it to this phone, it'll be fine. Okay, here we go. Peggy Sue, we've got a no, we got a maybe, we got a yes. So that's a maybe on and off kind of situation going on. We've got a yes, we got a yes, and we got a yes in reverse. Okay, so the bottom of the deck, which is further down, and you said there's a year separation thing. The further it goes down, okay, we have something to do with an Aquarius energy here. We have something to do with Sagittarius energy here. The very first card out is showing me heartbreak, betrayal, sadness, third party, release of pain, overcoming the depression. Forgiveness is needing to be there. I don't know on whose side, the Virgo side, your side, but there's something to do with some kind of betrayal there. Needing to change and move forward and evolve is going on, and you're being told that you just need to be patient and take one day at a time at the moment, or the Virgo needs to just do their thing or whatever they're doing at the moment. But you or the Virgo is dealing with, it's got good marriage, relationships, happiness, creativity going on here, either around you or the Virgo. The other message we got here is you're wishing and you're dreaming about things. We've also got Aries energy sitting here very, very strong. There's either you or the Virgo energy that's very, very pushy and pushing things forward. Then we have something to do with a very young man, so I don't know if the Virgo is young or not, but it's just showing if you do have something in the future with the Virgo, it's showing somebody that's literally being silly. And it's showing me something to do with being sarcastic or cruel or forceful. So we got a forceful energy with an older figure, and then we got this young, frivolous kind of thing. So your question, yes or no? Eventually, maybe. He's younger. Well, that's showing somebody silly, you know, somebody like silly boy being silly. It literally looks like father and son energy sitting in front of me. So it may, if he's very young, it may have something to do with his father or his older brother, or. But your yes and no, you have maybe yes, maybe in time, yes. Whether it will last, with that being the final card, is debatable. Okay? All right, thank you, Peggy Sue, and welcome back. All right, James's first question, where's Patty and where's the relationship together now going? Oh, how did Valentine's go? How did Valentine's Day go? My husband and I had a swim in the resort pool on Valentine's Day, and we went to a club meal, and then we were still hungry, so we went and had fish and chips by the ocean at sunset. And yeah, it was, even though the sunset was behind us, because facing the ocean, we're on the east. But yeah, my husband's saying, what's all these people everywhere, you know, and they're sitting on blankets and got wine, and he said, you're not allowed to drink it, are you? And I said, it's Valentine's Day, you know, hello, it's Valentine's Day. And he went, oh, that's right. He kept forgetting, you know. Anyway, James, Patty, relationship, let's have a look. Oh, the marriage, that was the older person. The older person, it was to do with marriage and stability and family. Peggy Sue. All right, James. No, it wasn't a marriage, like getting married. It was talking about commitment, marriage, family. The person it was describing. That's why I said it looked like father and son, or brother and brothers or something. Okay, let me just restart that for you, James. James and Patty. So James, we're going to put your name down for the first question and Patty's name down. Actually, we'll just put 5-5 for you and Patty, and then we'll do the 3-3-3. Well, it is 5-5, isn't it? And then we'll do the 3-3-3. Okay, for you personally, James, you've got your heart set. You want to move together, you want to do things together, you've got your plans, you've got your heart set. For her, she's still sitting in the friendship, sexual energy, friendship zone. But you're showing up as soulmate in her side, and she's showing up as soulmate in your side. So we've got the lovers, the star-crossed lovers on either side. You're showing up with commitment, dedication, wanting to be side by side with her. You're showing up on her side as the friendship card. Okay. I don't know if she's concerned that she's not the only person in your world, because that's what it kind of looks like. That when you're with her and the energy's there, she's worried when you're not with her, is there energy with somebody else? Because there's kind of an insecurity about whether you're just with her in that way or whether there's more to it. The challenge is, it's not about the love. The love is big between the two of you. The challenge is trying to work things out, to do things the right way, and to not have interference from outsiders. So your best friend, whoever that may be, might say, oh look, just give up on the whole Patty thing. But then again, Patty's best friend might say, give up on the James thing, you know? So I just feel there's an influence either on her side or your side that can tend to be a little bit negative, and it can bring up this insecurity in Patty, because this is used to reuniting with each other, building a bridge with each other, and then this is gossip or insecurity coming out of Patty. Your outcome? These two mean engagement, commitment together, but this is sitting in the middle of it. This is a roadblock. So it's not smooth sailing, there's glimpses of togetherness, there's an outcome of a possible commitment, but that black 9 is something has to end for that to happen. It's not really making too much sense to me of what's going on here. I think what I'm seeing here is that you want to put a ring on her finger, and you want to do, the 9 could represent that the relationship will get stronger and closer, but the baby thing is not there. The baby thing's in the distance, and the 3s could represent fertility, pregnancy, babies. So she wants to be with you and be friends with you and be in a relationship with you, but as far as being your partner, to have a child with you, she's not there yet. Okay, so that's what I think that all means. Knowing you how I know you, that's what I think it's trying to show me. All right, let's see. Patty and James, where's this relationship going now? Where's things going for James and Patty? Hello to Russia. Hello. Welcome. Be careful what you wish for and how you push. These 3, if they're upright, are beautiful. We got you taking it on the love zone. We got the 2 of you together, and that's your star sign card as well. And then we've got the soulmate, like togetherness. It's beautiful. They were all in reverse. To me, when they're in reverse, I don't read them like other readers. I usually think that it just means it's there, but it's not there yet. It's just not there yet. And it's off in the distance. It was at the bottom of the deck. So James, just think about yes and no. It's got the star in reverse, and then it's got the magician sitting right beside it, of making it happen, manifesting this, what you want, manifesting it. But just be careful it doesn't turn into where the relationship's going. That, are you rescuing her because she lost her father and she's dealing with that stuff, or her friend that died and you come in, or when it was her birthday and she said that she heard from nobody and you made her feel good and everything. It can be like where you're this knight in shining armor and you're rescuing her and rescuing her and rescuing her, and it's need her to rescue you, and say, James, I'm here, I'm pulling you up and taking you. So I like that these are here. I like that they're here, James, because they're beautiful energy. This is friendship, it's fertility, it's babies, pregnancy, and this is the soulmate connection, togetherness, the lovers. And then this is taking it to that next level, but it is in reverse. Doesn't mean it's not there, it just means it's not there yet. Not there yet. All right, let's do your one question and get on to your second question. So just think about a question in your mind, James. James has a question. Is it yes or no? All right, and after the second question will be Rocky's mini, and then when we get onto Bethel, the doors are open for more readings. At the moment, nobody's coming in here, so we just won't do anything just yet. James, we've got no, maybe, and yes, so the question cannot be answered at this point. There is this feeling stabbed in the back kind of feeling, or resentment and pain from the past and sort of dragging that around and being bitter about things sometimes. That's the one negative card that popped out right now. The other thing we got here is about being powerful, but just don't be deceptive. Don't manipulate, but be persuasive, but not manipulate, if you know what I mean. There's a fine line between what's pushy and manipulative and what's being persuasive in a good way. So yeah, you've got to work out which way to go. It's also the card that represents your star sign, the Gemini male, in reverse at the moment. So sort of, yeah. And then we've got Patty, I believe, at the end here. A caring, capable, protective person, generous person, beautiful person, independent person. It does say fertility in that on the cards in the future, but the answer to whatever you were thinking about was, I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no, don't know. All right, question number 2. Patty and I are doing a holistic event together. How will this go? I can tell you right now, without even looking at cards, it's going to be fantastic. All right, here we go. Patty and James are going to do a holistic event together. How will the day go? I'm assuming it's a daytime thing. If it's out of the area, have a look at accommodation and that, see if she wants to stay somewhere. Patty and James are doing a holistic event. How will they go together at this holistic event? A lot of work. A lot of work, and then at the end of it feeling very accomplished. You actually have 3 10s and 2 of them are red. That's literally like the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. So this is like hitting the jackpot. When I see 10s come out in a reading, it's usually where somebody's talking about buying a business or buying a property or investments. So you may start to talk more and more about getting something together off the ground with each other. Underneath, something that you two are not looking at is making a lot of money together. You've got some surprise coming out of this event. So I don't know if somebody's going to spot you two, or somebody's going to say, hey, you two work so well together, we really love this stall, we'd like you to come and work for us. Or somebody will say, why don't you get this off the ground? Why don't you start up a website or whatever? So I feel that there's something very, very profitable coming out of this event. There's a lot of work. I do see that either you or Patty, there's a little jealousy thing coming up, just a little bit of a who's that? There is 2 females here, so I'd have to say it's maybe Patty, where you're doing a therapy on a female and maybe she's watching how you interact with this female. But I am seeing where she's sort of possibly feeling a little bit out of sorts, a little bit threatened by this this feeling. But yeah, it's just showing working together, a lot of communicating going on, and then at the end of it, the outcome about the whole thing is really good. It's about what else can we do, what other things can we get going. What I'm liking is Patty's got the 10 of Hearts sitting right beside her here. So it's like being in her element, being where she needs to be. And I don't know if you were listening earlier, I went into 2 places that sold crystals on the weekend. I was looking for a natural, like this, but natural ruby stones. This is garnets. It's even got a heart on it and everything for the anniversary, and didn't find anything. Or even a nice ruby, natural ruby to just have. Don't know if she's got anything like that. Anyway, James, let's see. James and Patty at the holistic event. How will he feel? How will things go with Patty? Well, so far so good. We're working our way through the people and nobody's coming here for lunch. Okay, a lot of work. Got all the working, making money. Got a bit of an overload going on, and we got this kind of defensive kind of behaviour going on. But usually when I look at this is clubs and this is dollars. So this is sort of clubs are working and paperwork and discussions, and this is the money that you're making. So there's a lot of work going on. It may be telling me that one of you is going to be working a little bit more than the other one. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything about people coming in here because I think they're getting their lunch to come in here. We've got the Sun, 3 of Pentacles, so that's working as a team and things growing and supportive, and you feeling very successful at the end of it. So it's a good journey, looks good, but there is some complication within what's going on. Now, the only other way of looking at it is I'm getting a bit of a tap in the head here about it could mean that you get introduced to working somewhere where people are not well. You know, like, and where they need healing and all of this sort of thing. Yeah, so you may get introduced to a different line of therapy and thinking going into that. And that's the discussions, and you used to concede that it could not only be something right up both your alley, but also profitable in the future. Okay, so that's what I see. So let's quickly do your yes and no, and then we're on to Rocky with Rocky's Mini. James has a question in his mind. Yes, I am in Australia. I'm an Aussie mate. I've been married for 40 years to a man from England, and a lot of people think I'm British. I do say Saturday, so it's Saturday, but I say Saturday. And there's certain words I say that people say it like you're British. So yeah, no, I'm from Australia. Okay, James, think about your question, yes or no, and I'll just give you 3 cards for good measure from the top. I believe that's Patty, attractive, charismatic, your queen. She's sitting right there. Unfortunately, James, I feel that at this holistic event, Patty's going to be more popular than you for some reason. And we do have this, just be careful of being seduced into something, or yeah, some kind of infidelity type thing there. Be careful there. It's also your symbol there in reverse. And then we have a journey coming up and triumph and victory. Now, your question, we have maybe, and we have no. We have yes, no, and maybe, but the yes is in reverse, so I take that as a maybe. So there's a few different things going on here. There's completion coming up. You need to complete something and transform and move forward. There's a lot of work being done, but it's not so much for money, it's a love job. And there's new adventures coming up. There's thinking about travel and experiencing new things, different things coming up. Thank you, James, and good luck with everything. Okay, so up next, what do we have? June. Who's June? Got Rocky. Rocky with a mini. Was that supposed to say Rocky, or what's going on? $20, oh, a $2, oh, okay, so this is a yes and no. This is a $2 American. They paid $20 SEK, whatever that is. Okay. Oh, okay, let me just check. Oh, we've got, 2 more people have paid. We were on pause. 2 people. I don't want to say the name of that person that paid there. They paid 15 US. And then we've got Erica after that. Let me just check here. Okay, so that's $2 US. Okay, we'll do that, and then we're on to Rocky, and I'm just going to check PayPal. We'll close the books now. We'll close for the day now. Okay, so Erica is after Bethel. So we got Rocky. We're going to do this $2 thing for June. $2. Then we're going to do Rocky's Mini. Then we're going to do Bethel with a detailed reading. Then after that we've got Erica with a mini. And then we've got, I don't want to say this name because in case you're using a different name on here. So if you're quite happy for me to say your first name on screen, just let me know if I can say your name on screen. You know who you are. You paid for a detailed reading, whoever you are on screen here. So we'll sort that out in a sec. Let me just do this $2 reading for June. So June's question is, will you find a new job? $2 reading. Okay. June would like to know, will they find a new job soon? Will June be finding a new job soon? Oh, so Adriana is the last reading today. And that was a detailed reading. Okay, June, here we go. June would like to know, show me, will June be getting a job soon? Show me, will June be getting a job soon? Oh, it's Swedish. Okay, I was wondering what that was. I thought it might have been something to do with India or Iran, or I wasn't sure what it was. Okay, June. Well, straight up, I'm going to give you a yes. There is a job. We've got the Emperor, which is the boss, the contract or whatever. We got the Star, which is something you've been waiting for. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is working together in a team and on a project. We got the Ace of Wands, which is you signing contract. It may be a bit of an overload for you. So, yes, there is a job. You are getting a job. Now, the very first card is, I don't know if the job you're seeking is where you're going to be in the public eye, like working with people in retail, or even working in music or dance, or but it's kind of giving off something like that to me. Now, at the end of the day, this job is coming. You will be successful, but it is an overload. There's some kind of loss or separation that you go through because of this job. So the only thing I can think of that, and this is only a $2 reading, you'll get what you wish for, but at what cost? At what cost? Because out of the 6 cards I've got in front of me, 5 of them are positive. One of them's in reverse out of those 5, and then there's a negative card sitting there at the end of the day. But I'm going to give you a big fat yes on there, because we got the contract, we got the boss, we got your hopes and dreams coming true, and then we've actually got you working here in a dedicated team. Okay? But my question is, at what cost is this job coming to you? You know, have you got to travel, or, oh, it's overseas. Okay, so you've got to leave your family or whatever. Okay, because it's showing separation, immigration, all of this sort of thing, and it may be too much. Okay, but congratulations. It looks like you've got the job, and it looks like you're going to be very, very good at whatever this is. So thank you for your super chat. All right, up next we have Rocky. Rocky, what are we looking at for you? What are Roberto's current feelings for me? Not sure. He's been distant again. So he came in and now he's gone again. Oh boy. Okay, mini reading for Rocky. I thought we were past this. Oh, what's going on? What's Roberto's current feelings for... I'll say your name in my head. Okay, so that was Bethel, you're up next. Can we get Bethel's question ready, please? I think it's on there, but I don't think I can read the whole thing. It's probably just an update reading for March. What's going on with Roberto? So let's put his name down first. R-O-B-E. There's two females coming out here, but one of them looks like... One of them's obviously you. The other one looks like a work colleague or somebody he has to be around. You know, like his mum or his sister, or there's some kind of commitment he has to do for this person. He has to look after them, or he has to pay their bill, or he thinks that, you know, when he's with you, when he shows you affection and takes you to the supermarket, fills up your cupboards with food, and he feels that that's it, that's enough. You know that he's there, you know that he loves you, and then he goes to work. You know, this is just showing me somebody that's working. They're not thinking about, oh, is she thinking about me? Does she think I'm shutting her out right now? It's literally showing me that he's overloaded with what he's doing with work and his family, and what commitments he has to his job or his family or whoever. He doesn't realise. He's literally, his back is looking at what he's got to do, and that you and him spent a nice time together, and he thinks that, oh, she's okay, you know, I'll contact her when I'm ready. He's literally got his back to not knowing that you're feeling like this. So my question is, do you reach out to him and say, I haven't heard from you, is something wrong, or I know you're busy, but you know, I feel like something's not right here, or do you just wait and then you send a message and then he either replies or he doesn't? Because it literally looks to me like he thinks that everything's fine, but this is you, everything's not fine. And he's not even looking at that, he's looking the other way. The card's showing me him looking the other way. So let's see what we get. He loves you. He's looking straight at you. He sees that he thinks that you know he loves you. He knows you know that you've got plans to be together and do things together and move or whatever he's going to do. He's literally looking straight at you here as his partner, King and Queen of Spades. He's looking straight at you. He doesn't realise that you feel this insecurity or sadness or longing, or and he loves you. So the connection between him and you is typical of some males. My apologies to males out there that are not like this. He doesn't feel he has to constantly call you or show up on the weekend or say, hey, how you doing? I'm thinking about you right now. He thinks that when he spends time with you, that's it. That's enough for you. That should be enough for you. My suggestion, have a talk with him that it's not enough. It's not enough. You need more. You want more. You desire more, and you want to know, can he give you more? You know, even if it's a message once a day. Good night, beautiful. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Or I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Or He doesn't have to have a full conversation, but just, I think you need to have a talk with him, Rocky. Okay, so we'll use these. I want you to think of a question, yes or no, in your mind, and up next we have Bethel's reading. Alright, so Rocky, I want you to think about a yes or no question from the bottom here, and I'll just give you 3 more messages about Roberto. Show me Roberto and his connection to... Okay. And your question? So we'll do the question first. Question. Yes, yes, no. Okay, so eventually it's a yes. If you wanted a yes, eventually it's a yes. There's this hermit sitting right here. Now you are a Virgo, aren't you? Even if you're not, it might have nothing to do with Virgo energy. It's just saying becoming aware of how things are and what you're doing. You are trying to manifest something into being. You're trying to make something happen. Eventually you'll be successful. Eventually you'll have what it is you need. Oh, you're Sagittarius, okay. Somebody else that comes on here they're always saying to me, oh, that's me, I'm Virgo. At the bottom of the deck we have no, no, and maybe. This is being impulsive. You're being told to not be impulsive, not to make a snap decision and all of that. They're coming in here for lunch right now. So Bethel, we're going to record your reading. Erica, we're going to record yours. And Adriana, you are new to here. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to pack up. I'm going to go down the other end. I'm going to make sure that the television is not on the screen in the background, and I'll go live again from down there so that we can do Bethel, Erica and Adriana. Now Adriana, you're new here, so if I cannot get back on live, you did pay through PayPal, so I can reverse what I have in PayPal back to you, or you can email me your question and I can record your question. It'll look exactly like this, and I'll email it back to you, a link to watch your reading. Hopefully I can get online down there, as long as the music's not playing down there. I can't go in the room next to me because it has music playing. Anyway, just to finish off, Rocky, sorry. Yeah, you're being told to not just jump at things, not to jump to conclusions, not to make hasty decisions at this time, and don't get too wound up in being very clingy and very possessive about things. And also you're being told not to ignore any kind of health issues at this time. There could be some kind of deception going on your part. The other thing is telling me about someone wasting money and things like that. So I don't know what your question was, but at this time it's showing a negative energy with the question. So the top 3 cards were positive energy, the bottom 3 cards were a negative energy. Actually, the bottom 3 cards were... Anyway, doesn't matter. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to pack it all up. Yeah, so is XO Nine-Tail Forox, is that person Adriana? Okay, so yeah, if I can get back online, just watch if I get back online, okay? If not, I need an email. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off now, and I don't even know where I turn it off now. They've changed the whole screen, and the other workers are coming in here to work on lights and things as well, so I'm going to vacate the area. Yeah, I'm assuming we'll be coming back. We might break tomorrow and then come back on Thursday, Friday. But yeah, Chris, I will be. There's no one down in that area, and I can do it anyway. Like I can record it and send it to you anyway. I didn't see anything come in when I was looking at it before. And welcome back, Chris. Hopefully you're getting well and on the road to recovery. All right, I'm just going to turn this off and go and see if I can set up. So everybody that paid, we have Erica, Bethel, Erica, Adriana, and Crystal. 4 of you. Yeah, hopefully I can get back online and we'll continue on. I've just got to make sure that I don't have the television behind me when I move. All right, so I might see everybody soon. If not, I'll see everybody again either tomorrow or the next day. And for those that have paid, I will send a recorded reading to you. Now, if you are new here and you would like a reading and you want to do a PayPal donation, it's $12 PayPal donation for a detailed reading. You can always send through the money, send me an email and say, I'd like to have a detailed reading recorded and sent to me. And you've been watching what I do online, so you're aware of how I read. So I can do it that way for you, okay? Yeah, so we'll catch everybody either very, very soon or tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, bye for now.